This video is about canon and lore and storytelling, and I've got some different examples. One of them is a movie, but the rest of it's games. So we're going to start with Microsoft's Halo. Okay, okay. Like if you play this, okay, you play this game. This I know was a prequel, but you play it, and the lore kind of fits in with what already exists in this. Okay, and then you go this game, which follows up right. This game doesn't fit because Numabasa was supposed to be, vaporized. So that one doesn't fit. But then this one does. So, okay, so you have those four games that kind of fit together. And like I said, this one loosely fits, okay? But this one right here doesn't fit. This doesn't fit, okay? Like the plot in this doesn't fit. I mean, at least not if you try to put it in that time. Does it fit as a separate group of characters in a story? Yeah. But then when you play a sequel, it kind of also like these two games could be like like the Alien Requiem and Alien Resurrection stories of the Alien series, just stories with different cast of characters in the same universe, kind of. So they kind of fit that way. I mean, and then you have these two monstrosities, which don't even fit to each other. Like you go four, then you go these two idiots, and these two and four don't even fit together. Like there's no coherency. 343 can't even write it. It's kind of like the Star Wars uh, sequel trilogy. It's written by somebody that doesn't understand like I don't know consistency or something in their art, or maybe in their fart. You know the fart that happens in their brain when they write this crap. So like the 343 trilogy or whatever, 4, 5, and Infinite makes no sense. And like I said, if you play these two as a standalone story, they work. But if you try to mix them in with that, this right here is the only game that doesn't make any sense. Like this doesn't fit in anywhere because the city was supposed to be destroyed the original canon. So that's a retcon. And now we're gonna do the Gears of War. Okay, so these three games fit together. You have Marcus, and more Marcus. So yeah, those all fit the whole story of Marcus. But then you have, this crappy prequel, which makes no sense as far as the lore, the tech, nothing. The same goes for this one. It doesn't fit the universe right. It has stuff in it that doesn't belong. Okay. And then you got these two, which do not fit at all. I mean, 4 almost fits because, it's in the future. It is JD's son. JD is his son. Marcus's son. But then you go to this with the bimbo, and yeah, she's just. I get it. He wasn't written very well. But the reason they switched to her because most of their players are Spanish, so they put the Spanish girl as the main character. Which I get it. They were trying to appeal to their core audience. And I say that as someone who, when I played the multiplayer, when I had Xbox Live, you go to any Gears of War game, the people that are speaking in all the like Gears of War are Spanish. I have hardly seen anybody that speaks English in Gears of War. And I don't play it a lot, but I play it from time to time. But it's mainly a Spanish speaking popular game. So yeah, so Halo's more like English speaking and Gears more Spanish speaking. So I can see what they were doing there. Taking the Spanish character and making her the lead because they mainly had a Spanish speaking audience for that franchise. Makes sense, but they could have made her less of a jerk. Okay. And like you have these, okay, you have the collections, I guess, or compilations. This has Halo 1, 2, 3, and 4, which is a good way to play them if you but you got to download Reach and you got to download ODST, which I just wouldn't even download ODST because it doesn't really fit the lore. And then this one, you just have this game, and they've already remade this a third time. I understand. How can we have this for Halo, but we only have this for Gears of War, just the first game? Anyway, can you explain that? Like, why don't we only have this for Gears of War and this whole thing for Halo? Why doesn't Gears have its own collection? You know, make more sense. But I mean, that just shows you how little they care about the Gears franchise. They're only going to remake the one game repeatedly, and not the other three that go with the storyline, or four or five, or whatever. Okay, now going on to another franchise where just the lore doesn't make any sense at all, even though it has the same writer. Like, technically, this is supposed to be the first part of the Fallout universe. Like, this is the beginning of the Wasteland world or whatever, but it's really like, um, it just doesn't fit. Like, nothing in this game, nothing in this franchise makes sense. I tried playing this, like, you're supposed to be, like, look at the back, that's the default character, it's a dude, alright? It's a man. But yeah, you can select the female character, but she has no place in the lore. Like, none. She doesn't fit. Okay. But, like, if you play this one, it's, you can tell it's supposed to be a default male from the way the game's designed. Supposed to be a male character there. Default, but you can tell the way the story's written, there's more things that seem like it would be interacting with a male avatar. This one, I can say this one probably meant to be a female avatar because some of the way the game's structured. And I haven't played like the whole game, but I've seen enough clips online. But the fact is, the whole universe of Fallout is not consistent. Which I know this is not Bethesda, and I have played the ones on PC or played some of them. But yeah, Fallout in general as a franchise makes no sense. Like nothing is consistent in this universe. And then I have these guys. Okay, I have this, which is the Game of the Year edition. So I have this. I played some of this, and it's just like a struggle with the controls. And then I have these two, which I get it. These take place on different continents in the same universe. Like this is on like the continent of Tamriel. This one is uh, continent of Skyrim. I guess that's what these are. But yeah, like these, and this one's on the the Island of Morrowind. So at least you can say with these, you're in different countries in each game. And that kind of makes it a little bit better. But Fallout's lore makes no sense. The Halo 343 lore makes no sense. It's meant to die with three. Same thing with the Gears lore. Oh, I said I had a movie example. Okay, this is where I have a movie example. Okay, so this was supposed to be the end of the series, end of the G.I. Joe series back in the 80s, okay? Supposed to end with this movie. But when they brought the Dequel, what was that? Production, they picked up where this left off. They picked up where this series left off. Same thing with Transformers. They went into season 4 or season 3, which was one where you have Rodimus Prime. They blended it in. I mean, so like I said, the only things that are bad in this is the origin of Cobra Commander. He wasn't an alien. So, um, but that was it. But like this one completely blended in. This one does not. Um, but I'll bring up another example. Okay, we all know about this, or most of us, the Power Rangers original movie. This is technically its own self-contained story because when you go back into the show, those abilities aren't there. But then they bring them in with a different origins instead of uh, the gymnast bikini girl that's in this. You have the guy in the ninja costume. So basically, this is just like its own story in the Power Rangers like mythos. It's not, it doesn't because you go through the original Mighty Morphin show and they get their ninja powers from Ninjor. Um, and the Tangos do come into it, but except instead of Ivanhoe, it's Master Vile. Um, By the way, I said I could wish I could watch Power Rangers without buying the disc. I just found out that at least three different seasons of Power Rangers are on Tubi. I didn't know they were on there. Mighty Morphin's on there, Zeo's on there, and Space is on there. So, I didn't know they were on there. I just stumbled across them some this morning. But the only problem with watching shows on Tubi is they cut controversial episodes out. Like episodes that would be too sensitive to the modern audience or too offensive to them or whatever, they cut crap like that out. Or they edit the episode and take out controversial scenes. That's the only thing I hate about that. When you stream a show, you don't get the full experience. Like if you stream certain shows, there are episodes missing or episodes edited differently because they might offend someone. There's like lines that have been dubbed, and you can tell they've been dubbed by a different actor that's close to sounding like the original, just to not offend someone. Like there's lines in like different cartoons that have been edited. So like there's lines like, oh well, the guy will say randomly, oh that is awesome, and so oh that's a girl, because that's the way they thought back then when girls did action stuff. But um, yeah, the that kind of crap's removed. Other references to "I'll kill you" or stuff like that is removed. Or like there's a part in G.I. Joe where they talk about going to hell or whatever, or they're in hell. Like that's literally, it doesn't say that in the line, but he says, "We've gone to the devil," and they said they changed it to, "We've gone to the afterlife" in the streaming version. So yeah, that's what I hate about watching a show on a streaming service is you're seeing an edited version of the original. You get the DVD, you get the original. Because like there's references to at least the devil multiple times in the original '80s GI Joe. Heck, there's even a part where there's even a storyline where they go to like hell or something, or not hell, but like whatever the Egyptian afterlife is called. They go to Osiris and Set and all that crap in an episode. So, and they also deal with like ghost and crap in that series. But like that's just the way they did stuff back then. You could put references to the devil on a Saturday morning cartoon. You could put references to death in it. You could put references to the occult in it. There's literally episodes that aren't on Tubi where Cobra Commander literally has like occult type scenes in it where they're wearing robes and things and chanting weird crap and stuff and summoning demons and all that crap. I mean, there's literally an episode where they literally summon a demon in G.I. Joe. Destro's the one that summons the demon, but or his family does. But it's still the fact that demon and summoning is a thing in G.I. Joe and occult stuff. Um, in the '80s version, but I don't know. Like I said, I'm just going off on that because like just that's just saying that's what I hate about when you watch a streaming version of a show. They edit crap like that out or cut those episodes out. The same thing with the rest of these stories. The parts that would offend somebody, they take them out. You know what? If you're offended, don't play the damn thing or don't watch it, okay? If you're offended, go watch something else. Like, I think the one thing, even though Vincent Mann's kind of a jerk and a pervert, now that's come out about him, but the smartest thing he ever said was if you don't like what's on the channel, turn it. And like I said, I'm not defending the guy, but that's like the only smart thing I ever heard that guy ever say in his whole life. Even though it turns out he was a sexual predator. But I mean, jeez, what is it with people in Hollywood being that way? Did someone answer me that? Is it like a job requirement to be a corporate executive in the entertainment industry and be a friggin' sexual predator and a pervert? Is that something you have to do to get your executive card in that career? I mean, it's like you have to be like you have to degrade the opposite sex or you have to molest children or whatever. Is that just all California is? A bunch of creepy perverts? Because if so, that's probably why it keeps catching on fire. Because it's literally ran by demons. I mean, California seems to be greedy, seems to be perverted, and New York keeps flooding. Maybe the flood is trying to wash the moron Mondani out of office. I think the flood needs to work a little higher to wash that pile of crap away. See, there I go again, being evil. There I go again, wishing death and harm on people because I don't understand them, I don't like them. What is wrong with me? I mean, like, people are literally, like, reviewing the Halo remake and liking it. Some people are, then some people aren't. Me, I keep wishing death on people that I don't agree with their behavior. I keep wishing death on people. I don't know anything about Mandami personally. I just know his plans are stupid. The same thing with Newscum or Newsome or whatever the hell his name is. The way he runs, the way those blue states are run, they're ran by people that are more mentally challenged than I am. They don't want police protecting people. They want chaos and disruption and death and violence. And like I said, I guess I know better than they are because I want them gone because I'm tired of every time I open the app somebody talking about something else stupid they did. Like, oh, the federal government. So, what the federal government is so powerful to go up here and blow up another country overseas. Why do they blow up the garbage in their own backyard? Like, why don't they? Maybe not blow up's the right word. Deal with maybe. I don't know. I don't really care about YouTube censorship. As far as I'm concerned about YouTube censorship, it's really stupid that they're doing all this crap online because people won't keep their 10-year-olds off the thing by themselves. I mean, when did I'll put this up? It says this. I think it says 18 minutes or something. This I don't know. Somebody explain to me why everything in the world makes me act makes me hate it. Like everything, like all I feel is hate. I hate everything. I don't enjoy anything. I say this is my favorite one because of the I don't know. I just like the idea of building an army, but it's not really. I don't know what my favorite is. Anything. I don't know what I like. Like I said, I wanted to get this and watch it. I watched a few minutes of it. And I was like, I don't really like it like I used to. Same thing with these. Watched, watched both these over the last couple of days, and like I said, nothing makes me happy. I hate everything. I hate life. I hate being single. I hate being on a fixed income. All I feel is hate. And I don't know if some of that's the medicine or just knowing everybody else around me gets to go on vacations and like I don't know what the hell I'm supposed to feel. All I know is I'm tired of being the outcast and I hate everything because I'm not involved in any group. Like I hate Disney adults because they're part of it. I hate everybody that's part of the community. I hate Disney adults. I hate Halo fans. I hate everything. All I do is hate. Why am I so full of hate?